Hello and welcome to Women's Collective Thinking into Results, a place you can come to start shifting your thoughts to finally create the results you truly desire. I'm your host, Angie Gerber. Let's get started. In today's episode, we're going to do a bit of a deep dive regarding attitude. And attitude is a compilation of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, which create results. You know, attitude is a mind thing, and your mind is movement, and in every cell of your body. You know, we know what the brain looks like, what all different parts of your body looks like, but no one really knows what the mind looks like. Again, because it's movement. It's every cell of your body is as much in your fingertip as it is in your heart. So what has happened is, back in, I think it was 1934, Thurman Trull, he made a design. So he calls it the stick man. And it's just kind of a visualization because we are so visual and need pictures to kind of understand things to a very deep degree. So the stick person, if you haven't come across it or have seen it, I'll give you an idea in your mind that you can hold. So looking at yourself, so you have your head. Picture that as a round circle, and it's connected to your body. So what we're going to focus on is mostly your head. So if you take your head and you draw a line horizontally through the middle of it, you have a top part and a bottom part. Now, your conscious mind is the top part, and the bottom or lower part we'll call your subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind is your learned mind. That's where you can gather all the information. You can accept or reject things. That's where all of our decisions can be made. So the subconscious mind is a compilation of all of your thoughts and everything that flows into your conscious mind that you choose to accept and you don't reject, because your conscious mind, again, is your learned mind. So once you accept an idea in your conscious mind, through repetition and accepting it over and over and over again, you will impress that upon your subconscious mind. Now, your subconscious mind must accept anything you impress upon it. Your subconscious mind is your feeling mind, your emotional state. It cannot reject. So what you're surrounding yourself with, what you're thinking about the most, what you're hearing the most, what you're impressing over and over again, your conscious mind, it has to accept it. Again, it cannot reject it. You can accept or reject in your conscious mind. But once you accept in your conscious mind and impress it on your subconscious mind, that is when it becomes fixed. And that's where our habits lie. Our good habits, our bad habits, our habitual habits, which 95% of what we do every day is our habitual habits that are learned behaviors that lie within our subconscious mind. Now take your body. Your body is an instrument of your mind. Your actions are based on your habits, and they determine your results. So to change your results, you're going to need to change back it up to thoughts. Your thoughts becomes feelings. Your feelings create action, and your action create your results. Again, your thoughts are in your conscious mind. Your feelings are in your subconscious mind. And the action is the action that your body will take based upon the habits. And the action you take give you your results. So if you are not liking your results, again, it starts with thinking into results. Now, the attitude is one of the two things that you can control. The other is thoughts. And your attitude, the one that we take towards ourselves, radiates out to the world around us and determines our attitude towards others. So if you have a poor attitude or know someone that does, you're going to get much of the same. If you have a positive attitude and a chipper outlook on life, you're going to magnetize that back to you. So really what you put out is what you get back. So a person with a poor attitude that's unhappy and frustrated most of the time, well, they're going to be a human magnet for unpleasant experiences. And when those unpleasant experiences come, and they will come, they just reinforce their poor attitude. And then this becomes a self-fulfilling doom cycle. Over and over again. Why am I not getting results? This sucks. I told you so. I knew that was going to happen. Doom and gloom and frustration and negativity. So what you're putting out, you're getting back. And the same thing goes with someone with a positive, upbeat attitude. The opposite's true. They're going to expect the best. They're going to get the best most of the time, or they're going to get positive results. They're going to find those people, the circumstances, the opportunities, and what they need to fulfill their positive attitude. A lot of people ask, well, why would someone persist in a poor attitude, expecting the worst? It really is because as humans, we're so familiar with ourselves and we tend to take ourselves for granted. We tend to minimize what we can accomplish, the good that we can reach and do. And for some equally strange reason, we believe others can reach heights and do things that we cannot do. We also tend to overlook the fact that there's an enormous undeveloped potential within each of us. We have talent and ability, which we habitually fail to use. Millions of humans are living narrow, dark, and frustrated lives. They live defensively simply because they take a defensive, dark, doubtful attitude towards themselves and as a result, towards their life in general. So the question is, how do we change this? Go back to the picture in your mind of the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Start with choosing your thoughts. What are you letting into your conscious mind? If it's a lot of doom and gloom and negativity and letting your current circumstances, dictate how you're feeling, I encourage you to use one of your higher mental faculties, which is imagination, your perception. Start imagining and thinking of what you do want versus what you don't want. Come from a place of just getting a beautiful picture on the screen of your mind and hold it there. Choose your thoughts and build a picture of what you do want. And through doing that over and over again, you'll start to impress upon your emotional and your subconscious mind that picture. And that's where the law of the universe, where we talk about the law of attraction, comes into effect. Because once you get into the vibration in your body, you will start to attract what you need to fulfill your beautiful picture. It's in every cell of your body, and you cannot reject an idea once it's in your subconscious. And once an idea has been impressed enough times on your subconscious, it will control the vibration you're in, the emotions you're feeling, and your body will go into action based upon that. So the picture you consciously and deliberately build and turn over to your subconscious emotional mind, again, it's controlling the vibration you're in. When you hear someone talk about, I feel good or I feel bad, what they're saying is, I'm consciously aware of the vibration I'm in. Again, we're all a mass of energy, a molecular structure. So the picture you build in your conscious mind and turn over to your emotional subconscious mind, that's controlling your vibration. And your vibration controls your actions. And from your actions come your results. So what Earl Nightingale talked about is an attitude is a reflection of a person, of what's going on in the inside, because it shows on the outside. Your results show and back up to your attitude and how you're thinking. One's attitude it's so powerful, and it can bring marvelous and enormous results. But we must train it patiently every day. Your results will tell yourself and the world what you're thinking. Bob Proctor uses a cake example. He said you can't just bake a cake with one or two ingredients. And the cake isn't just the flour or the icing. It's all of it stirred together and baked to be a cake. You have all these different ingredients and components, and your attitude is much like that. And the beautiful thing is you have the ability to be in complete and absolute control of your attitude. Our environment we create around us is a direct reflection of our attitude as well. So if you're, again, not liking your results, you back it up to your attitude, which starts with your thoughts and what you're surrounding yourself with. I go back to this over and over again because it is so very important that you are aware of looking at your mind, the top part, your conscious mind. What are you letting in? What are you choosing to accept? And more importantly, what are you choosing to reject that no longer serves you? Start focusing and thinking about what you do want versus what you don't want. We always focus on our present results, and our actions will trigger based upon how we're feeling. Our feelings are triggers based upon our actions. So results are nothing but the physical manifestation of our past attitude, the past images that we've gotten emotionally involved with that control the vibration, which set up the action, and in turn, set up a reaction and produce the results. So if we let our current results flow back into our conscious mind over and over and over again, we're going to continue to get the same results. Self-doom fulfilling cycle. So you look at your bank account every day and it's not where you want it to be, and you feel bad about it, and you focus on debt, or you focus on lack, and you focus on what you don't have. You're going to continue to get more of that. So focus on gratitude and what you do have. If you're in debt, set a debt repayment program and focus on prosperity and what you do want. Same with your health. If it's your relationship, if it's your work or employment or coworkers, 97% of people make this error over and over and over again. And that's why 1 to 3% of people in this world make the most all the money, because they've figured this out. And they know that there's a process and a system and tools. And that's what thinking into results is. It's what I found in 2017 when I hit my rock bottom, my low point. I found this, I followed my intuition. I didn't have the money to do it, but I made a decision and I found the money and I did it. And back then, when I coached with Bob Proctor for a year, it was a lot more than the program of thinking into results that he put together. That was a 6-month program. Now it was a year. And it is a system that he studied for over 60 years, that him and Sandy Gallagher, his business partner, put into a 6-month tools and resources and system to show you exactly how to do this and to break out of that 95% of people that just get up and do what they do every day because that's what they do, because their habitual habits are in control. So if your habitual habits are in control and you are not liking your results, nothing changes if nothing changes. And that's where I go back to. You can hire the best coach. You can hire the best guru. You can fly across the country. You can fly across the world. You can go and get that fix wherever it is, whatever it costs. That is why self-help, or I call shelf help, is $1 billion business, because everyone's always chasing that next pill, that next quote, that next book, that next, person that's going to say the thing at the very right moment that they need to hear that will shift everything for them. And that happens to a little bit of a degree. So you can buy these programs, you can read these books, and you'll see probably about maybe 20% or so results. It's the application of understanding that nothing changes if nothing changes, and you need to go in and do the work. 5% of what we do is strategy, and 95% of what we do is our mindset, our paradigms, our habitual habits. They control almost all of what we do every day. So it's the application, it's hiring the right mentor, it's hiring the right coach, it's getting into thinking into results so you can start shifting out those habitual habits and behaviors and paradigms that no longer serve you, and replacing them with what does, and understanding how the mind works. Though there's not a picture of the mind, there's one that has been made. So you can put a visualization with it and a picture to it, and it makes such a difference. And you can really start to understand and study yourself. We don't study ourselves. We don't think. When I got asked in one of my groups for thinking into results, what do they mean when they say that man simply doesn't think? Well, it's true, because when you're triggering your brain cells and you're having thoughts, that's not thinking. I mean, to really think and to really study and to really understand, you need to take the time. You need to go in depth. You need to really show up at a high level and want to understand yourself better and want to understand why you are where you're at, how you got there. And most importantly, if it's not where you want to be, or if you're not on the way to that big C goal, how do you start? And with that said, again, thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for spending some of your day with me. When you're ready to learn more about Thinking into Results, the program that has changed millions of people's lives in every country across the world, including mine, reach out. I do a free discovery call and would love to connect and learn more about your goals, your dreams, and your desires. The link is in the show notes, or feel free to email me at angiegerber@gmail.com. And until next time, start thinking into results today.